Hi guys, it's Misty from Thrifter Junker Vintage Hunter, and I am here today with an actual decent quality screenshot capture of my sales this past week. Yesterday I did a horrible video on my sales from eBay last week, and today I'm doing my sales from Poshmark, Mercari, and Etsy. And I have figured out how to do this wonderful thing called video screen recording. Who would have thought? Anyway, so if you enjoy reselling content, please subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be posting these videos, the what sold videos. I'll post an eBay one each week, as well as a Poshmark, Mercari, and Etsy video. I will also do a haul video on Mondays. So if this is information that you would like to keep watching, please subscribe to my channel. Leave any questions or comments in the comment section, and I'd be happy to get back with you. All right, so let's go ahead and get on with this. It's not a haul, it's a what sold video. This is from the week of March 25th through April 1st. So it's just 7 days worth of sales on Poshmark and Etsy and Mercari. So I'll go ahead and get started with Poshmark first. The first thing that I had sold this week, or last week actually, is this Brahmin white leather purse. It is the Lexi. It was a small drawstring bag. I sold it for $76. I bought it at my local Goodwill for $4.99. So that was a great investment for me. It was in excellent condition. It didn't look like it had ever been worn. It had just a few little spots in there, but that is it. So that was a great find for me. So Brahmin is a brand in my area that I've never really ever heard of, but when I was at Goodwill and I felt the leather, it felt so good. And I noticed, let me see if I have a picture of, yeah, you can see, anytime that you see handbags with the branded logo on it, double check them to make sure, because typically that means they are a high quality brand. So it met my field test, and then I tested it by looking at the hardware that was on it. It had this nice heavy tag on the side as well. Okay, the next item I'm going to talk about as far as solds on Poshmark were these shoes. Unfortunately, I messed up on these shoes, guys. These were shoes actually from my own personal closet, and they did not have, I had taken out the insoles in them because I used them on other shoes. So I listed that in the listing that the insoles were missing, but they still sold, and I sold them for $8. So it wasn't a huge thing. I think I made $3 from them, but I accidentally messed up in my description. They are actually a size 8.5, and I wrote that they were a size 7.5. So the customer wrote me back, and I told them that just go ahead and return them, and you know, it happened. So these are on their way back to me. So we'll just try again, and I will correct the listing. So you know what? It happens. It does happen. So we just got to own up to our mistakes and move on. All right. The next thing, these were a great find. Okay. So these LeBron James Air Max tennis shoes here. My dad actually brought a couple pairs of shoes home for me to resell that he had found at a flea market. So he brought these home to me. So he gave them to me. I think he paid, I want to say $6 for them. He wouldn't let me pay him for them, so he just gave them to me. So it's kind of pure profit for me, I guess. But these were in nice condition. They obviously had been worn. Let me see if I can get a picture of the soles here. My husband cleaned them up. We didn't go real hot and heavy on cleaning up the soles there. We just don't. I don't find shoes that I have to scrub on. I'll just not make as much money off of them, but I'm not going to scrub the heels of the shoes. That's just my personal preference. But I sold them for $35. I think I had them listed at like $40, and I ended up taking an offer of $35. So, and they sold within like 2 days. So that was a great sell there. And as always with Poshmark, the buyer does pay for shipping. So, so we sold these LeBron James Air Max Witness basketball shoes. I think they were from 2010, I believe. So always look up these basketball shoes. They typically do pretty well, especially if you can find them for a decent price at yard sales. All right, moving on. This sold for me within a day. This is from my FabFitFun box that I subscribe to. It is this Glass, Ladder and Company. It's the Megan Portfolio Clutch. It's just like it holds a laptop, and it has these little pockets on the inside to put business cards and various things. This is not something that I would use. The retail was $120 for this. It's vegan leather. So I listed it the same day that I got it, because I knew this was something that I was not going to use. So I listed it, and like the next day, actually I think it was that night, it sold for $40, which I'm fine with because my FabFitFun box cost me $48, so I pretty much made my money back on just this one thing. And I've actually sold a couple little other things from that as well too. And I had a buyer here saying that she's not going to buy it for over $31, and so I was just like, okay, well then don't buy it. And then somebody else did, so that happens sometimes too. So whatever. All right, so I highly recommend that you subscribe to the FabFitFun box if you are a reseller, because you get to keep some of the things that you want and then you resell them, because the stuff that they sent is high quality items. So it's definitely worth it to me, and it's fun getting the things in the mail. All right, the next thing I sold last week on Poshmark was these Under Armour Micro G Assert Engage running shoes. I got these at Goodwill for $4.99. They are in brand new condition. I don't think that they had ever been worn. You can see the soles here are just great. If these were actually my size, I would have kept them. They're a size 7. I wear a size 8. They were just beautiful, beautiful shoes, and these sold within a day of me listing them as well. I listed them at $30, and I sold them for $30. It was just a straight up sale. So I was very happy with that. And the buyer was gracious. She sent me great feedback, and I shipped them right away for her. Oh, I sold them for $30. I think I already said that. All right. Moving right along. The next thing were these Old Navy Diva jeans. They were a size 14. I have these forever. I think I did these on a closet clear out, with one of the 4,000 closet clear outs that Poshmark has been wanting us to participate in, and I think there's one going on today. But these I've had forever. I just took a best offer, or I did a closet clear out of $6, and I was fine with it. Buyer paid shipping. These, I think that I got these, I know I got these at the bins because I don't typically buy Old Navy jeans. Actually, no, I bought these for myself, but I did get them at the bins thinking that I was going to wear them. And I just didn't like the way that they fit. So I just threw them up on Poshmark, and I had them for a very long time, but they finally sold, and I'm okay with that. Next item that I sold last week on Poshmark are these Danskos. I got these Danskos at a not a community thrift, but a St. Vincent thrift here in town. They were in excellent condition. I just cleaned up the whites on them a little bit. I paid, I think, $4 for these at the thrift store, at the St. Vincent thrift store. And I'll show you on the bottom too. They're great. They were in excellent condition. There was just a little bit of a spot right there. But I sold them for $25. This right here was just a sticker from this. It was a sales sticker, so it wasn't even a spot. So, in the buyer paid shipping on those. Dance Goes, gosh, I sell Dance Goes honestly just about within a couple days of listing them. I have a pair of sandals listed right now that I've had for a couple days, but I think that the clogs obviously do better than the sandals because nurses and people in the medical profession do wear them to work. All right, this next thing that I sold on Poshmark, this is the last thing that I sold last week on Poshmark, and this is also from my FabFitFun box. It is this Cleobella silky scarf. I guess I know that in the FabFitFun box, there were several different colors that actually, I'm sorry. This is from CauseBox. CauseBox is a monthly, or actually it's a quarterly subscription box, similar to FabFitFun, but a lot of these support women in underdeveloped countries, and different parts of the slave trade, and so a lot of the proceeds go towards that cause. And again, most of the stuff, I only keep a couple things out of it and I resell it. So this was a very, very cute scarf. It just isn't something that I personally would wear. So I sold it. I think I had it listed for like $18, $20, and I ended up selling it for $13, which is fine because I was just fine with that sale. It's more money than what I had into it. So anyway, that is my sales for Poshmark for the week of August 25th through April 1st. And you can see I have people asking me for trades, and I just don't do trades. That's not what I am in this business to do. All right, so my sales on Poshmark last week, my total sales were $177.55. I sold 8 things in that week's time. Now, the $177 is that's minus fees taken out from Poshmark. That does not include my net or my cost of goods. So it's not really net. It's not really gross. It's it's what Poshmark deposited in my account. That's what I should say. So $177 was deposited in my account last week from Poshmark. Okay, so let's move on to Mercari. Mercari was decent to me this week. I sold 10 items on Mercari last week. My total sales on Mercari, the amount that I deposited in my account from Mercari was $106.05. And that's pretty good for Mercari, actually. So I'll go ahead and start on the sales. The first thing that I sold on Mercari last week was this really cute junk food brand. Let's see if I can, there's the tag. Junk food brand. It's just a Wonder Woman t-shirt, super soft. The back of it says Original Wonder Woman, and the front of it had this really cute rainbow Wonder Woman logo on the front. I sold it for $16. And this I did offer free shipping. And on Mercari, I do my shipping through Pirate Ship because it's still cheaper when you're shipping first class than to go through Mercari shipping program. So I highly recommend that you create an account with Pirate Ship and don't offer the Mercari shipping. I do mine through Pirate Ship. All right, let's see if I can. Okay, so there was that. The whole Mercari interface is a little difficult sometimes. For me to find when I need to find. All right, the next thing was the She-Ra t-shirt. It was just a Gildan She-Ra t-shirt. Again, I did offer free shipping. I sold it for $13. I paid $1.99 for this in the thrift store. Excuse me. And again, I did my shipping through Pirate Ship. Next item, pardon me, that sold for me on Mercari was the Simply Southern nightshirt. I said nightshirt swimsuit cover. I found this at my Goodwill. I paid, it was in the swimsuit selection, so that's why I put swimsuit. So I thought I think it's actually a nightgown, but I paid $1.99 for this as well at Goodwill. And I sold it for $18. I did have free shipping. and the shipping was like $3.50 for this. So so Simply Southern usually does pretty well. I didn't have this listed very long. All right, the next item that sold on Mercari for me last week was these Lucky Brand booties. I sold them for $20. I don't list things that are over a pound as free shipping. So buyer paid $9.90 for shipping, which is crazy. It honestly is, because they could. It should not be that much to ship these out. I think it's like seven something on Pirate Ship. But anyway, I sold them. So you have to really adjust your prices if you want things to sell, because, and knowing that the buyer is going to pay about $10 to have these shipped to them. So these were like brand new. They still had the sticker on the bottom here. The soles did look like they have been worn before, but you can still see the sticker from the store in there. So these were an excellent find. I paid $4.50 for these at my local Goodwill, and they sold within a day. I had these listed on Mercari. Shoes usually do pretty well on Mercari for me. I buy a lot of shoes on Mercari. So, all right. Next thing that sold on Mercari last week was kind of a surprising thing for me, because I had this listed. I thought for sure this would sell on Etsy. Very cute. It's a vintage. It's a Libby Glass carousel deer glass. I did ship this free. It did ship under. It was under a pound, and I shipped it through Pirate Ship. This is just. I wish that this. Maybe I can get a better picture. Okay, this is kind of better, but the teal in this glass was just so cute. I paid $2 for this glass at an antique place here in town that was having a sale, and it shipped for $3.50, and I sold it for $15. So super cute. But I thought for sure that this would sell on Etsy, because I had it listed there too, but it sold on Mercari of all places first, which was surprising to me. I have sold lots of vintage things on Mercari though, but I don't know, for some reason I was thinking that was for sure going to sell on Mercari. All right. The last thing that I sold last week on Mercari was also from my FabFitFun box. And I went ahead and decided I'm not going to do free shipping. So I'm kind of experimenting with things, which we always do as resellers, where we always are thinking, okay, I'm going to do free shipping and I'm going to take it away. So I did not do free shipping on this. And it is just one of those konjac cleansing facial sponges. I use these. I just use cheap ones that I can get from Walmart. So I thought I can sell this one. I don't know. Maybe this one's just a fantastic brand. I don't know. To me, I liked the money better. And the buyer paid $8 and they paid for shipping. It came in my FabFitFun box. So I've already made my money back from my FabFitFun box, and I kept a really cool robe. I also got a pair of Quay sunglasses that I have listed. So I don't know. I'm actually thinking that I'm going to sign up to get 2 boxes of these the next time that they're around, because I do very well reselling the items that I get from the FabFitFun boxes. But okay, so as far as Mercari goes, I sold 10 items on Mercari last week. The amount that Mercari deposited in my account was $100.05. And I'm happy with that. Mercari is kind of a come and go kind of thing. I just cross post everything. I cross post from eBay. I do eBay first, then Poshmark, then Mercari, and now I'm doing Etsy. So I only had 1 sale on Etsy last week. Well, I sold these this week, but that'll be in next week's video. So I'm going to talk about this. This sold for me on Etsy last week. It's just a Waffle House restaurant wear. It's a Tuxton is the brand. Let's see if I can. There's another shot of that. Well, okay. Tuxton is the brand. I just deleted the photo, but that's okay because it's sold. Maybe if I. Well, anyway, Tuxton is the brand. I'm still learning with this. and it sold for me for $20. Now, I'm experimenting with my Etsy. I changed it. I had free shipping on everything, and that was not good. I'm not going to do that anymore. So I've changed it with the items that I'm selling now. I am not including shipping. I lowered the price a little bit, but I'm not doing free shipping because the shipping is just out of control. So I ended up only making like $5 on this mug. Actually, yeah, $5 on this mug when it was all said and done. So I changed my ways on Etsy. I'm still experimenting with it. I'm still learning it. I will go ahead and do a little shot of my Etsy store. And you see I have, with Etsy, I just have my vintage things listed. But I also have all of these things listed on eBay. And most of them on Mercari as well. Fire King mugs do pretty good on Mercari. But I don't have a whole lot listed. This is just I'm just kind of playing with it a little bit. But I did sell 2 things since I started it a week ago. So I'm happy with that. Anyway, that's it. That's my video. I kept it almost under 20 minutes. So, anyway, I'm going to be posting these videos each week, so I would appreciate you subscribing to my channel, asking me any questions. I'm happy to help in any way, and I will see you all real soon. I hope you all are having a wonderful week. Talk to you later. Happy vintage hunting!